I'm Coach Miller, and welcome to All Marine Fighter, our aftermath edition of the Ryan Garcia versus Oscar Duarte fight. Hey, this fight was actually pretty good. I had a lot of questions about whether it was going to be a good fight and a lot of things mixed up in the air, but once you got to get into the drama and also get to know the fighters a little bit and how the whole fight turned out, great fight. We're going to talk about this fight. First, leading up into this fight, Ryan Garcia had a little drama with his promoters, a Golden Boy, and Oscar De La Hoya and all that. It made you wonder if that was real. People kind of questioned maybe that was a fake drama, but I don't know. I think there is a little bit of tension, but a little bit of back and forth to try to hype up the fight. I don't actually think Ryan Garcia likes Oscar De La Hoya. A lot of people don't like Oscar. So it is what it is. But one of the things that Ryan said was that they're hoping that Oscar Duarte beats me. Now, you have to think and wonder, like, well, wait a minute. Ryan brings in some good money. Is that true? You know, but then you see Oscar Duarte, and then you got to wonder, is that true? Let's look at it. First, Oscar Duarte, his fights are actually pretty good. He's a knockout artist. He's a white Mexican with red hair. Does that give you any, who does that sound like? Who does that, good-looking Mexican dude, marketable, capture the Mexican market, red hair, white, Canelo Alvarez maybe? Oh, yeah. So, looking at this guy, and he's got a decent record, 26-1, or he had a decent record, 26-1. So, you know, I could actually see it because maybe they're thinking that Duarte is going to stop Ryan because, Gervonta Davis stopped Ryan. So why not, right? I could totally see it. I think there's probably merit to what Ryan Garcia said there. And Oscar Duarte, when he came out and, was introduced, he came out like he was Canelo. Straight up, it's like he was the champion. And you had a lot of people cheering for him and stuff like that. I was thinking, as I'm watching the fight, I'm like, yeah, I think there's something to what Ryan Garcia said. When the fight started, Ryan Garcia did rather well boxing and staying away from Oscar Duarte, taking away one of his better advantages, because Duarte is a pressure fighter, just putting on the pressure to be able to knock out his opponents. Ryan stayed away from him, just kind of lead him into that hook. And Ryan was unleashing some devastating hooks, which we'll talk about later. But in the first few rounds, he was doing a pretty good job with his jab. His jab is really fast. And I like that because the jab is the bread and butter of your arsenal in boxing. If you don't have a good jab, it's going to be very difficult to excel. So that being said, Ryan did have this weird modified shoulder roll thing kind of going on where he would kind of like hunch over, and it made me cringe. I think after seeing so many boxing commentaries on this, as people I follow and stuff like that too, like I think we all had the same idea. Like as soon as you see it, you just go, ugh, what is that? But I gotta tell you, it was effective against Duarte because it took away one of his best punches, and two of his best punches, his power hand hook and his power hand, his right hand. So it made you go, well, it's ugly, it's nasty looking, but it works. But when he did that little modified stance where he kind of hunches over, it did block against the lead hand hook and the lead hand because he had both hands protecting him. But there are some devastating weaknesses to that Oscar did not capitalize on. Well, first, Ryan could get hit in the back of the head easier, or a rabbit punch lower in the body. So that's a bad gig on him. That's because that stance is so ugly and it's no good fundamentals. But Oscar didn't capitalize on the body shots he could have gave because there were some definite openings to that stance. Because Ryan was guarding his face, but you can't guard everything. A double hook, just hook to the body, boom, hook to the head. Oh man, that would have been great. Or stepping when he hunches, pivoting and stepping around to hit him from a different angle, because you can't protect everything on you at all times. It's impossible. So if Oscar had better pivoting ability, he probably could have hurt Ryan big time. Ryan's check hook was on point. He was catching Duarte, and you could see that in the first part of the fight, Duarte was like really pressuring him hard. But then after he got nailed a few times, you could see him start to back off just a little bit. Now Ryan's kind of pushing on him. And about round 5, there were some great power shots, especially uppercuts, where Duarte came in and boom, uppercut, caught Duarte. Ryan really nailed him. It was beautiful. And you could see that, you know what? This guy's getting hit. You know, is he going to go down? What's his chin going to be like? At first I was thinking, wow, Duarte can take a shot. But I will say that Ryan Garcia did miss some great opportunities to really counter Oscar, because Oscar would come in with some wide shots. And the rule of boxing, and Ryan knows this, Ryan definitely knows this. He was a top amateur. You make him miss, you make him pay, okay? Well, Oscar came in, wide shots, he'd step or step around, and Ryan didn't make him pay for that. Man, he missed some great opportunities that probably could have led to an earlier knockout. To the latter end of the fight, I think Duarte was told that, hey, you're down on the cards. You got to get in there and knock this dude out. So he turned up the pressure again, and that was all she wrote. Duarte came in towards the ropes, and Garcia came in with a nasty hook. Boom! Wobbled him. You could see Duarte just like wobble on his legs. He grabbed the ropes, and then Ryan saw that, and then he immediately jumped on him, hit him, then he went down. And so, great win, great knockout for Ryan Garcia. Absolutely outstanding. It was his first fight back coming off a loss to Gervonta Davis. This will definitely clean up some of the drama about the so-called, hey, they're looking for this guy to beat me, because that obviously didn't happen, and Ryan's still a good fighter. He still has a lot of things to clean up, technique-wise. If he wants to be an elite fighter, he's got to work on these fundamentals. He's got so many great gifts. His speed, his reflexes are really good. Very, very good. He can be an elite boxer if he works on those fundamentals and really puts his nose to the grinder and doesn't do as many videos as he does training in the gym. Now, he has gotten better getting into the gym, but he still has so much to work on. And he's getting up to a point in fights where it's kind of like, all right, man, you can hit hard, but you're still kind of fighting like a journeyman. So it's going to be hard to step up to that next level. I mean, he doesn't even have a belt yet, or hasn't even attained a belt. So his next matchup is going to be very interesting, because he wants like a Devin Haney or something like that. Like, stop it, dude. Devin's going to destroy you, because look, when it comes to a battle of fundamentals, Devin Haney's on point, man. He is extremely good and very fast. So that whole hunching and stuff like that Ryan does isn't going to fly. But I don't know. I think there's a bright future for Ryan Garcia. He's just got to work on, and it'll be his bane if he doesn't work on these fundamentals. He's got to fix those. But he has so much talent. I want to see where he's going to go next. And, of course, I guess the drama with Golden Boy lives on. If you like these videos, go and click that like button. Of course, if you're not subscribed, go and click that subscribe button. Until next time, stay motivated.